This is Danny, and this is Destiny. In today's video, as I'm sure you read in the title, lightning grenade tactics. This time though, on the map, Firebase Delphi. My favorite map when it comes to using lightning grenades. And that's in any mode, Control, Clash, and even Rumble. Lightning grenades are awesome on this map. So what's a lightning grenade? Lightning grenade is a grenade used by the Titan Striker, and it deals 4 pulses of 100 damage for each pulse. So it's not like 25, 25, 25, 25. I'm talking 100. And you know what? I've seen it in the Crucible. It's actually about 122. Lightning grenades can be thrown on the wall. They can be thrown on the ceiling. They can be thrown anywhere. They're going to stick to wherever they land. And from where they land, they're going to emit that cone. And there's no damage drop off. So an enemy is anywhere inside that cone, they're taking that 100 or 122 damage. It's pretty great. So I use lightning grenades for 2 things: to kill things and to keep people out of certain areas. Lightning grenades are not like other grenades. You're not going to want to throw them at the feet of somebody who's coming towards you. Hopefully, maybe you can get some damage on them. You're not going to try to stick somebody with them. This is something you're going to throw on the wall behind them or on the ceiling above them. So as you know, I like to start off these videos with spawn rushing routes. There's really only one, Team Bravo. You're spawning over at Zone Charlie, but you don't want to take Zone Charlie. Just jump right on top of Zone Charlie, jump in through this here window, crouch down so you're not on the enemy radar, and just simply throw a grenade into Zone Bravo onto the wall, and you'll get somebody. If there's somebody in there, he's gonna die. Now the reason why is because Firebase Delphi is very unique in that every single zone is surrounded by curved walls. So it doesn't matter where you throw your lightning grenade, it's pretty much going to point to the center of the zone. That includes for Zone A. Zone C, who cares? Who cares about Zone C? If the enemy wants to take Zone C, unless you're being triple capped, who cares? Firebase Delphi, if you haven't played it before on Control, all you really care about controlling is Bravo and Alpha. This map is a little bit unbalanced. It's not too unbalanced like Shores of Time or Blind Watch, but it's a little bit unbalanced. You're going to want to be on Zone Alpha and Bravo and just forget about Zone Charlie. So more and more examples. Just jump right through this window, throw a grenade, get it on the wall. Piece of cake, right? You can throw 2 grenades if you're running armamentarium, but I like to hold 1 in reserve just in case I need it again later. Post-mortem. So as you can see, lightning grenades are great if you're trying to get the post-mortem bounty. Now let's talk about execution. There's 2 things you absolutely need to execute when you're running this route. First thing, make sure you get through this window. If you don't get through that window, there's a really good chance you're not going to get to your grenade spot on time. And the enemy is going to be able to get to you instead. Second thing, get your grenade on the wall. Both of them, just one of them, get them all on the wall. I am not only going to say this once. I'm going to say this several times throughout the video. Get your lightning grenades on the wall or the ceiling. Lightning grenades that land on the ground are not as effective. That's an upside down Christmas tree. That's not going to work. That little area that it's covering is not as much as if it was on the wall. Not to mention the fact that when it's on the ground, it's easier for the enemy to see it, so he's going to know where it is. The trick about lightning grenades when you throw them on the wall, the enemy's looking at you where you just threw it from. The lightning grenade is behind them. They know it's there, but they don't know where exactly it is. They know that they need to move out of the way, but they don't know which direction to go. That's what's great about it. Their only option is to run away or die. So there's my first lightning grenade on the spawn rush, and I get a triple down. That's awesome. Why did I get a triple down? 2 kills with the lightning grenade and 1 kill with my gun. It's like I'm in 2 places at once. I still have 1 more lightning grenade to throw in a Zone Bravo. I didn't get any kills this time, but that's okay. The enemy can see the lightning grenade. They can hear it. They're not going to want to go into Zone Bravo, and my team is doing a great job capturing it. So I'm sure you can see from these examples, the lightning grenade is doing a great job killing and preventing people from going to where I don't want them to go. In this case, Zone Bravo. Look at this coverage. If you're on the enemy team and you see this thing going like this, you're not going to want to go in there. Why would you go in there? Unless you're a guy who's kind of new to the game and you're not really good at aiming and you got a shotgun and you're looking for some cheap kills and you don't know about lightning grenades yet. If you're a good player, you're not going in there. So I know I talked before about how on this map you want to control A and B. So in this case, in this example, I spawned on the wrong side. I spawned over with Team Bravo and I'm rushing A. Here is an example of using a lightning grenade to keep the enemy away while I'm trying to capture A. Once again, the enemy knows I'm at A, but they see this lightning grenade here. They're going to have to take the time to shoot that lightning grenade or just wait for it to tick out. Either way, I'm going to get some good time on the zone, and it's going to allow my teammates to kind of come up and support me. They're going to be a little bit out of luck because once we get this neutralized, they're going to either have to recapture it or they're going to go away and we're going to capture it. If they're trying to recapture Zone Alpha, I got lightning grenades to keep them off the zone and cause damage while they're there, as you can see. Now in this case, yes, they still had Zone Alpha. They were just trying to chase me because they saw me as an enemy and they wanted to kill me. But the same thing applies as if it was neutralized. Now once you already have Zone Alpha, like I said before, your lightning grenades are going to keep the enemy off of Zone Alpha. There you go. Piece of cake. It's the same thing as Zone Bravo. Get the lightning grenade on the wall, and the lightning grenade will take care of the rest. The walls are curved around the circumference of the zone, so it's going to point the lightning grenade into the zone. And you can see right there, I shot one guy, but then I immediately changed to a different target because I knew my tick was going to take him out with the next tick, and I needed to start working on the other target. The other great thing about this zone is the walls also curve up towards the ceiling, so it really doesn't matter where on the height of the wall you get your lightning grenade, because it's still going to point towards the middle of the zone. If you get it really high up, it's not like the lightning grenade is going to be ticking over the enemy's head. No, it's going to be pointing, angling down towards the center of the zone. This is just unfair. This is so unfair. Lightning grenades are awesome on this map. Now I tend to play this map like a punk. Well, that's what the enemy would say. Actually, the enemy would probably choose different words that I'm not going to repeat because I like it when kids watch my videos, and it's not language for kids. But I call it anchoring. What I'm trying to do is maintain Zone Alpha and maintain spawns for my team. And I do that with two ways. Hanging out here in this long hallway, making sure they don't get there. But in some cases, look at this postmortem. In some cases I die and I end up spawning somewhere else, or maybe I'll run out and get heavy, or maybe I'll help out in the outside B hallway. Then I gotta throw grenades through this door. But it doesn't matter which door you throw your grenade in, it's gonna land on that wall and it's gonna point towards the center of the zone. And anybody who's in there is gonna take damage and have to leave, or take damage and not leave and die. So here's an example of me hanging out in that hallway outside of B, which is a great place to control when the enemy is at Zone Charlie and they're trying to get in through that window and get over to Zone Bravo. It's great because they're not going to be able to do anything. They're going to have to find some other way. And a lot of people just insist on jumping in through that window from Charlie. Wow. I don't know if you noticed, but I just cleaned up just now. Oh my. Oh my. Whoa. What is that? Where did that come from? Okay, somebody must be watching my video already. I haven't even published it, but he already knows about lightning grenades. Just got a taste of my own medicine. It's time to talk again about making sure your lightning grenade gets on the wall. As you can see with my first grenade, it got on the wall, and look at it. It's doing work. It's looking beautiful. Making sure people don't come in there, and if they do, they're taking damage, making it easier to kill them. That's great. It's going to allow me to get a lot of kills. But this second grenade though, yeah, that's not really gonna do anything. So how about you just save yourself the headache and make sure your lightning grenade gets all the way to the wall. Make sure your lightning grenade gets on the wall. It's not too difficult. Look at this guy. That's not on the wall. He would have already had 4 ticks in the back, which would have been more than enough to kill him, but since it's on the floor, it's not doing anything. There's a couple things you could do to make sure that your lightning grenade gets there. Actually, there's really only one. You need gauntlets that give you a greater grenade throwing distance. I personally use the Kelslayer grips or the Imminent War gauntlets, but the choice is yours. You get that larger grenade throwing distance, and it's going to get your grenade where you need it to go. But at the same time, it might actually get your grenade where you don't want it to go. It takes a little bit getting used to. So we talked about spawn opening rush routes, and we talked about how to control Zone Bravo and Zone Alpha, stay away from Zone Charlie. Let's talk about handling heavy ammo. In this case, I'm going to use the lightning grenade deterrent capabilities, throwing a lightning grenade downstairs door throwing a lightning grenade to upstairs door, and that's going to keep the enemy away from me while I steal their heavy ammo pickup. Works out great. Now, in situations where you're not already at the heavy ammo and you want to steal the enemy's heavy, just throw a lightning grenade right on the heavy box. Look at that coverage. Anybody who's on the enemy team who tries to pick up that heavy is going to get damaged. So it's going to be a lot easier to kill them. Everybody else who knows about lightning grenades is going to kind of try to stay back because they know they can't go over there. I was a little bit late throwing my second grenade, which allowed this guy to kind of grab it. But them hanging back is going to allow my team to grab our heavy and then come help me grab their heavy. In this situation right here, my team has all the heavy ammo on the map. The enemy team has no heavy ammo. That is great. That's a recipe for victory. So here's some examples of just some random grenade placements and how it can help you control your one-on-one, one-on-two, one-on-three engagements. There's a little post-mortem to help me out. Like I said before, throw it on the wall, throw it on the ceiling, throw it behind them, throw it in front of them. It depends on what you're trying to do with your tactics. Here's something that you shouldn't do. I've been talking about this window. This is the C window. Don't do this. When you throw your lightning grenade in there, the enemy doesn't come through that window. Trust me, your teammates that have shotguns want the enemy to come through that window because they're easy kills. So unless you got you're the only one in the hallway and you got 3 enemy coming at you, I don't recommend using that lightning grenade spot. But hey, we're getting really close to the end of the video. This has been the lightning grenade tactics, lightning grenade placement video for the map Firebase Delphi. A special thank you shout out goes to Psychosis. He's the artist who has composed this song that you're listening to. The name of the track is Would We Do. It's available on SoundCloud. There's a video available on YouTube. You can find the links to those in the description of this video. Once again, I spent a lot of time on this video. I would appreciate it if you could like it. Just drop a like. It helps me out a lot. But that's all the time I have for today. If you can like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Adios.